Don't seek to be wise, strive to be curious. It's a book that I started 35 years ago, because when I joined IMD in Switzerland, I was 29 years old. I didn't have much teaching experience. So I was asked to attend an executive program for 5 weeks. And this is how I started to take note of what the professor would say. I would highlight the readings and so on. So I studied this as a hobby. And then I accumulated about 10,000 of them. I got a call one day from the communication director, who said, would you have 10 original quotes on leadership? And I said, yeah, sure. And then some colleagues asked me, said, well, you should publish this book. A lot of fake quotation attributed to Mark Twain, Churchill, Einstein, and so I tried to find the right source of a quotation. The challenge was really to get the approval from every living person I was quoting. But to my surprise, actually, 99.9% of them said yes. I contacted an editor who was interested in the book because it contained some very original quotes that were said by people I met. And also because there are some topics which you won't find in the traditional quotation book. Things on cybersecurity, on COVID, on digital transformation. So it tries to cover the whole spectrum of the modern issues that executives are facing today. And it's a kind of summary of what I've learned in my life, both from a business point of view, but also from life, because every business is about people. So you cannot talk about business without talking about people. But I know that this book, I can pass it to my children and my grandchildren. I think there are still a few things that would be valid in 50 or 100 years. So the response has been very positive, actually beyond expectation, because I received some very nice comments from the CEO of Nestle, from my friend at Unilever, a banker in Thailand who ordered 300 copies to handle to his customers. So that was really unexpected. I try also to gather quotation not only from Europeans but also from American and Asian. And one of my favorite quotes actually comes from Konosuke Matsushita, who is a Japanese businessman, the founder of Panasonic, and also a great philosopher who wrote many books on management. And he said, a leader is someone who accepts responsibility. Anyone incapable of being accountable is not qualified to be a leader.